I'm Stephanie Pressman with Red Carpet Report here in Hollywood at the Season 2 premiere of King of the Nerds. Let's see what nerdy things we have in store.
I didn't do it. If you have hair in your mouth, it's not mine, despite what you... No.
No, it's totally yours. When you weren't watching, I came over and just licked the side of your head.
It's hard to feel it through everything I have here, actually.
Well, it looks very well coiffed.
Thank you. I try to take good care of it.
So, what's your name?
I'm Brian.
And what's your nerd power?
My nerd power is incredible research skills, books, old musty things. I'm a literary nerd. I'm a historical nerd. I'm not what you think of when you think of, like, the engineering person, but, I mean, I also have the video games covered. I have nerdy pop culture, Star Trek especially.
Yeah. What was one thing going into this competition that you thought that you might be really good at, that you found out during it that you don't know anything about?
that I was less good than I expected to be at? Good question. I don't know. I mean, I was really just impressed by how amazing, like, a lot of the cast members just have so many things covered, like comic books, for example. I guess that's not a good example because I didn't expect to be that good at that. I know a little bit about comic books. But I was actually just really impressed on how we complemented each other, which worked great for the team portions. And then when it comes to individual things, maybe a little less great, but, you know.
And you said you're a big Star Trek fan.
I am.
Who's your favorite character from Star Trek?
I would have to go with Benjamin Sisko from Deep Space Nine after he loses the hair and grows the beard, because beard, also awesome.
And there are so many carnations of Star Trek. Is Deep Space Nine your favorite?
Deep Space Nine is narrowly my favorite. TNG is fantastic as well. I like TOS, but I haven't watched it a lot. Voyager's good too, but no, I mean, see, DS9 is much more about political intrigue. TNG is classic science fiction. TOS is classic science fiction. But TNG has amazing standalone episodes, but DS9, it's like they discovered how to write for arcs, and that, I really enjoy that.
If you could give the title of King of the Nerds to some famous nerd that we all know, like honorary King of the Nerd, who would you give it to?
We have to all know this person? Because my first inclination...
Well, it's whoever you want.
Yeah. Well, my first inclination is someone like Francis Bacon, who is like a classical... Not classical, sorry. Is a Renaissance man, quite literally of the Renaissance time period, he created these amazing categorization systems for knowledge. He had his fingers in every kind of subdiscipline you could ever think of, but he's not someone that I think a lot of people know about nowadays. As far as people nowadays, gosh.
I'll give you an easier question.
Yeah.
Okay, so out of all the great nerd gods that you got to work with on this show, who were you most excited to meet?
I mean, Bobby and Curtis were pretty high up there. I mean, if we can have co-kings of the nerds, I mean, they are our honorary champions in general. As far as like as far as awesome nerd gods that we got to meet, I'm trying to I mean, George Takei is
he's pretty fabulous.
Pretty fabulous, and just yeah.
Well, are you King of the Nerds?
I would like to think that I am a king of the nerds.
You guys are also political.
Aren't we?
Well, thank you so much, and I'm going to watch. You should watch King of the Nerds Thursday nights.
TBS.
Very funny.
Very funny.
I had to take off my dinosaur head because it was getting really warm. But thank you for watching. If you liked this video, click like. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you click subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment box below telling us what your nerd area of expertise is. Don't forget to watch King of the Nerds on TBS on Thursday nights, and we'll see you next time.